Welcome back to our Lesson Gems for Friday. Brothers and sisters, my name is Brother Lammers, and I'm going to be going over our Doctrinal Mastery Review number 20. So let's get right into it. As we get into our New Testament teacher curriculum, can I just re-emphasize how awesome this curriculum is? And if you follow the curriculum and make it your own wherever you want and can, it will help you to teach a Christ-centered, powerful lesson. So please, trust the curriculum, and let me show you how I would use the curriculum for our Friday lesson, or the Doctrinal Mastery Review number 20. I love the activities in it, and I'm going to use it all. Let me show you kind of what I was going to do. As we get into this first activity, it says, consider displaying the following images and inviting the students to discuss with a partner what the portrayed event teaches them about Jesus Christ. So I like this activity, but I love doing one more thing with this. Using this same image, I want to do the one-word title exercise, or ask them, as you look at this picture right here of Jesus Christ, give me one word that you could use as a title for Jesus Christ, or one word to describe what you think or feel in this picture. I love this descriptor because I want them to physically write it down. This is an exercise that I engage with them physically. So have them write it down on a piece of paper, a whiteboard, whatever it is, on the screen if you're on Zoom. And then, why is that title appropriate in describing who Jesus Christ is or what he has done for you? And so they have this exercise, and the reason I like this exercise, because brothers and sisters, in Teaching in the Savior's Way, our handbook for teaching, we want to help them teach about the titles, roles, and attributes of Jesus Christ. And a great way to help that is by showing images or showing pictures. And so take these three, this next exercise, there's three of them. Change out the images if you don't like these, make them your own. But you want to ask these questions because we want them to see that these images, even though they're different, can teach similar things or invoke similar truths within our mind and in our heart. Because that's going to lead right into our next episode of doing that with verses through linking or through cross-referencing. And so I want to help my students, and I want to teach them how to do it. If you have paper scriptures, please teach them the skill of, if you are in two different verses, I write down the reference next to the one verse in my scriptures, I open up to the second, and I write it down there. Some of them may have never done that. It's a powerful study skill and a teaching skill to help them to be able to get these doctrinal mastery verses in their hearts and in their minds, and so that they can have them brought back to their mind by the Spirit. The second thing that I want to do is I want to teach them how to do it on their phone. So brothers and sisters, let's do a quick review. If I am in my scriptures here on my phone, it would look like this on your phone. I want 1 Nephi chapter 3, verse number 7. And so if I want to link or cross-reference this to another verse, I have to highlight the verse. This options menu will pop up on my phone. I click on this little button or icon, the chain link. Once I click on that chain link, it's waiting for me to go to the verse that it's going to cross-reference to, or the quote, or the talk, whatever it may be. The verse that I love, that teaches me, that helps me to understand 1 Nephi 3:7, I will go and I will do, is in the book of the New Testament. It's in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse number 13. Because it says that God will help you to overcome all temptation. So I love these two verses. They teach very similar things to me. So I click on, or I touch on verse 13, and I hit save. So now that I've done this, if I go back to 1 Nephi chapter 3, verse 7, there's two ways to see what I've done. Show them both. Right next to the verse, if you've done it correctly, it has this little piece of paper, this little sticky note that you can touch. If you touch it, you'll see, okay, I did link that correctly. Or if you go to the top right-hand corner of your screen on your phone, if you click on related content, and then teach your students that they need to turn their phone from vertical to horizontal, so that they can have two screens, the scriptures and then the footnotes and related content. Have them scroll down to verse number 7, because if they do, you'll see that that link is now in their scriptures and they can just touch on it. And these powerful study skills and these study helps are right in front of them. So please, as part of this Doctrinal Mastery Review, teach them the skill of linking and cross-referencing, because that's going to bring us into this last skill, linking our doctrinal mastery passages together. Follow this. It is so wonderful. We have 96 doctrinal mastery passages, so can I please invite you to have some preset lists ready. Don't just have all 96 in front of them. It'll overwhelm them. In this, I'd invite you to have 5 references to 1, meaning here's our doctrinal mastery reference that I want us to study. What doctrines can we link to others? And have 5 that they can then spend 2-3 minutes reading through and linking them together. Here are the steps. Follow it. It's such a wonderful lesson plan. I would suggest my personal preference using the doctrinal mastery verses found within the Book of Mormon to link to the New Testament. Linking the Bible and the Book of Mormon and teaching the power that is with both books in both doctrines being taught in both locations. Love this exercise. Love this lesson. Good luck, brothers and sisters, as you teach Doctrinal Mastery Review number 20.